Hi there! Today's video will quickly show you everything you need to know to analyze and choose an exercise on-demand service that fits you and your fitness goals the best. These services are also called workout libraries or streaming workout services. So thanks for being here today. Here we go. So welcome to One Strong Southern Girl. We're a digital health and wellness brand for women who exercise at home. We've been sharing unbiased, honest reviews of the top programs, products, and services for home exercisers since 2016. I'm Mickey, one of the founders, and I'm so glad you're here today. Let's get started. So the framework of every exercise on-demand library out there is that you sign up, you sign in, you find a workout, and you hit play. Now, this includes apps that have workout libraries in them. This includes paid membership services that include an app or something like Beachbody On Demand where you can sign into your membership through a browser as well. It's a little bit different if you're looking at a YouTube library. Those are slightly different because many of those are free and you just have to log in and scroll around and look. But these principles and these questions you need to ask yourself about whether it's a good fit for you still remain the same. So let's take apart all of the things that you need to be thinking about when you're considering what service is going to best fit you, your fitness goals, and your lifestyle, what we call your workout personality. So home exercisers are finding themselves in a really interesting place right now, really exciting place, quite frankly, because there are so many options for on-demand workout libraries, but it can feel a little overwhelming because there's a lot to choose from. And so as of today, our company has reviewed almost 100 different on-demand workout libraries. So make sure you check out our YouTube channel and our website for some of our written and video reviews of those programs. But for today, we're going to show you what we do to analyze the features and the differences between these services and the things you need to be thinking about before you sign up. And so the first thing to look at are the instructors. And by that we mean, is there one instructor that leads every single class in this library? And if so, you need to ask yourself, does that instructor resonate with you? Do you enjoy workouts with them? Do you like the way they cue a workout? Do you like their personality, the jokes they make, the way that their style of exercise? That matters because even if it's a library full of thousands of routines, if it's the same instructor in every single video and you know that you don't match well with that instructor, you don't like the way that they lead workouts, something about them doesn't resonate well with you, get you excited for movement, it may not be the best fit for you. Whereas other libraries have multiple instructors. Someone like Beachbody uses their whole team of Beachbody super trainers. Les Mills has tons of athletic, crazy, really amazing trainers in their libraries. Most libraries have lots of different trainers and instructors inside their on-demand libraries, but many of them don't. If you look at Kathy Friedrich's on-demand service, she leads every single workout in every single class. And that's what we love, quite frankly, about that library because we love her. But if you don't, then that's not a good fit for you. The other thing to think about, number 2, styles of workouts in the libraries. So does the workout library is it all bar? Is it all strength training? Is there a heavy focus on cardio, metabolic training? That's something to think about as well. Is it dance cardio, dance fitness? You need to think about that. We tend to like libraries when we recommend new libraries to people. We like to focus on or encourage people to test out libraries that are very robust as far as fitness styles in the library, because until you know what fitness style resonates with you and gets you excited for movement, it's best just to keep it mixed up all the time and try different things. You might find something that you really like. But the other thing to remember about that is if you think you don't like yoga because of the way one person does it, that you've done it before, we really, really highly recommend that you try it out with another instructor because you'll have a different experience. The instructor is so, so important to your experience with the class. But style of workouts in the library is something to consider when you're analyzing a workout or an on-demand library. Look around and think about the workout styles. How many of them, how many styles are in there? What are you looking for? Are you looking for a lot of cardio? Are you looking for strength training? Things like that. That's very important to think about. Are most of the classes for beginners? Is there a heavy emphasis on advanced exercisers only? Are you a beginner? Does that leave you out? Are you not ready for that? So that's how we analyze the styles of workouts in a library. Next is the equipment used in the workout library as well. What equipment do you already have? Are you ready to use that equipment and trying to get your money's worth of an investment you already made? Or are you willing to invest in some new equipment that's in that library? If you think about some of the libraries on the market, like for example, Pvolve, that's a very interesting and exciting workout program and library, but you have to purchase specific equipment to do those classes, and you can't use that equipment anywhere else but there. So that is something to really think about before you invest in a program like that. Whereas maybe a program like Tracy Anderson's, her online studio, she only uses ankle weights and light dumbbells. That's it, and a mat if you're on a hard surface. And that's very minimal equipment requirements for lots of different workouts. So that's something to think about. Are you willing to invest in equipment? Do you already have equipment? Are you just looking for workouts that use body weight and you don't want to use equipment? That's something to think about as well when you're looking at these workout libraries and analyzing which one is a good fit for you. We personally, at One Strong Southern Girl, strongly recommend that you keep an open mind, most about equipment needs specifically. Every woman should be doing some form of strength training, whether that's using dumbbells, a barbell, a resistance tube, bands of some kind, or body weight. Make sure you're doing some form of strength training, but keep an open mind as far as investing in equipment. The majority of home exercise equipment that you purchase will last you a lifetime. You rarely need to replace any of that equipment. So it's a very smart investment if you're using it. So again, if you're looking at a program that uses proprietary equipment that you'll only use in those classes, and it's a very big investment, you need to think about that. And or if it's a big investment, like something like the aerobic step that we sell, which is one of the best pieces of equipment on the market, sure, it's a big investment up front for some people. However, you can use that piece of equipment in so many different kinds of workouts and workout styles that it's a very, very smart piece of equipment to have in your home gym. And so that's how we think about analyzing the equipment used in a membership library and how you should be looking at it as well. Next, cost of the service. So most on-demand libraries have a monthly membership cost. Some of them you can pay for an entire year and get a discount if you'd like. We don't recommend that you do that unless you're very familiar with the service and know that you have already tried it before and you're going to use it for a year. We actually recommend that you pass over on the discounts and sign up for instead a 1 month to 3 month membership of an on-demand service, especially if it's your first time trying it, just because you don't want to be resentful of this service that you signed up for and then don't end up using. If you sign up for the monthly membership, you'll be able to cancel it anytime and move on to something else, which is something you're going to see we recommend here in a minute. But the cost of the service, definitely something to think about. It's really hard to compare the prices of these services, right? Because the prices are all over the board. There doesn't seem to be any standard for what you're paying and what you're getting. So you really have to dive in and find out what you're paying for, what the features are, and decide what's worth it to you. At the end of the day, the features matter, but really what matters most is that you sign up for the service that's going to get you to show up for the class, right? So the price tag, if that means that you pay $90 a month for something, or if you pay $15 a month for something, it doesn't matter, because if you're paying the cheaper price but you're not actually doing it, it's not really a smart investment anyway. If you're paying more money for something but it gets you to show up all the time because you love it, then it's totally worth every penny you're paying. Your health is worth that and then some. So think about it that way. And don't just compare one service to another. It's really about what is going to resonate with you, what fits your workout personality, as we've said before. Okay, the next thing to think about is whether there's a download option. Most on-demand services these days allow you to download classes through the app. So if the service does not have an app or doesn't have a good app, that's something to think about. And this may not matter to you if you have good Wi-Fi all the time, but if you're someone who's traveling a lot and you're using the on-demand workouts to work out somewhere else that's not home, or if you work out at home and your streaming service is not good. If you can't stream a video on Netflix without it buffering or stuttering or stopping or trying to reload all the time, or your internet gets cut off for whatever reason, then you need to know that you can download the video to your mobile device and then play it at home as it's downloaded. So you don't have to stream it at that point. Once it's downloaded to your device, you can just hit play, right? And you don't have to worry about using the internet, the Wi-Fi signal or whatever, the internet signal to play the video. So it's a really, really important feature to many, many people. And then you can just pair your phone to your computer or sign in through your computer, whatever, and do the workout that way. So it is a very valuable feature for many, many people to consider. Also, is there an app? Most membership libraries these days have an app, but there are a few out there you'll run across and you'll be shocked that they don't have an app. We really like Leah Bartha's bar workouts. She's got a really unique method of exercise where she uses a Pilates ball in a lot of her routines. It's just a really fun library, really good on-demand service, but she doesn't have an app. She may have one later, but the last time I checked, she didn't have an app. So not everybody has an app, so it's something that you do want to think about. It really doesn't matter for the most part unless you want to download a video, because you can just sign in through a browser and access your library, right? So it's not an absolute necessity at the end of the day. It's just something we all gotten used to being there. So that's something to think about. Next, ease of use. So when you sign into a membership library for the first time, are you overwhelmed by what you're seeing? Is the dashboard very straightforward and easy to use? Is the user experience good? Or are you confused by all the garbage? A lot of times they'll put ads and links out to their other things they're trying to sell you on the app. And it's just so much stuff. You can't make a decision. You can't actually find the workouts that you're there for. So that's something to think about. Beachbody On Demand has been tweaking their dashboard, their membership library dashboard forever. And typically every iteration improves, but they have a lot going on and a lot they're trying to get you to purchase and to try out under their brand. And so they want to show it to you all the time, show you all the things. And it's just hard to stuff it all in there on a mobile device, quite frankly, without it feeling too crowded and too just not a good user experience. And so many of the more robust libraries just have a lot in there. And so keep that in mind. You don't want to feel like you can't find a workout because you got to root through and scroll through so much garbage on the dashboard of the service. So keep that in mind. The free trial period is obviously very, very important thing to think about. Use the free trial period. I cannot emphasize enough to you how important it is to use the free trial period and know how long it is. Some of them are only 7 days. Some of them are 30 days. Some of them are 14 days. So you need to know how many days you have before you're going to get locked down and charged for the service. I highly, highly recommend you sign up for services most of the time on a Friday. Because for most people, they can sit down on the weekend, go into the library, not even to do workouts just yet, but to hit every button in the library. Find out, are there workout calendars? Is there nutrition advice to download? Are there other features that you didn't know about? How do you download a workout? How do you favorite a workout? Can you create a playlist in the app itself? And is it smart to go ahead and do that now? But hit every button, understand where all the features are, understand how to cancel your membership, use your free trial period wisely. Don't just sit on it because you know that you're not getting charged anything yet. Use that time wisely. Put a reminder in your phone to pop up and say, hey, your free trial period ends tomorrow, so that you can cancel it if you didn't use it or didn't like it. And most importantly, do it as many workouts as you can inside that library during your free trial period. Make the most of it. Now, a couple of things that aren't on this list, but about the differences. A new thing that you need to think about that matters a lot to many people will be whether the on-demand service you're looking at has a live feature. A lot of libraries now offer the option to tune into live classes and do the workouts with the instructors live as they're being recorded. And so that gives it's a different energy. It's a different experience. Many people really, really like it and think it's important. So make sure you look at that feature if it's important to you and find out if it's in there. And one other feature that is important, or maybe not feature, but thing to consider when you're analyzing the differences between these services, are the ancillary things that you get with the membership. Does this membership include nutrition advice, a diet plan, meal planning, a coach, a coaching call, a Facebook group that only members get access to? Do you get discounts on their equipment? Do you get discounts on something else? Do you get, like Tracy Anderson gives you coaching calls like these, live coaching calls, Zoom calls. She also has a newsletter and a magazine that you get. So there's lots of ways that they can beef up their membership and add these extras. Some of them don't matter. For us personally, most of the time, none of that stuff really matters a whole lot to us when we're analyzing a library. It's all about the workouts. The other stuff is just icing on the cake. If it's got really good stuff, does it have workout rotation calendars? That's a good one. Many people want a workout rotation calendars that shows them, where do I start? Where do I go next? Which workouts do you recommend? If there's thousands of workouts in a library, where do I go? What do I even do? So that's very important to know for some people. But at the end of the day, the most important feature you're going to want to look at are the workouts themselves. So don't get enticed too deeply by the extra stuff. It's more about the workouts first and price, and then the ancillary features come later, right? So those are all of the things that we use to really get a very good overview of an on-demand service or a streaming workout library when we're doing reviews of them and looking at them to help other people make decisions about what best fits their workout personality. Okay, so I know this sounds obvious, but believe me, you will not know which service you like until you try it yourself. So don't go and try out services just based on the recommendation of other people. Do the research yourself. Your workout personality is so unique. It's as unique as your fitness, as your fashion style, as the way you decorate your home, as the foods you like. Everything about what is going to appeal to you and motivate you to exercise is unique to you. And it also changes with the seasons of your life. So what the form of exercise you loved to do 10 years ago will change. It may not be the same thing you like to do now. And different instructors will change how you feel about them as well, your experience with them. Libraries change all the time. So really think about that when you're analyzing these services. Keep that in mind. You've got to test them out for yourself. In general, we recommend that you try out new on-demand services every quarter or at least twice a year. So we have a few that we call our legacy memberships that we tend to hang on to and always have memberships to, and you will find some that you truly love and just will pay for forever because they work so well for you. But even though you've got those in your back pocket, it's good to try out some other stuff and just re-energize, refocus, see what else is out there, see what else can excite you about regular movement. There are so many options on the market today since COVID. The number of choices for on-demand services that are very, very good, not just garbage. We're talking premium experiences, services that people are investing tons of production time and effort into bringing you a very, very good experience and exercise or workout class into your home are options on the market today. So try them out, test them out, and keep your workout calendar interesting and exciting all the time. So if you want to take a quiz that helps you discover what your workout personality is, and that's just a way to find the workout style that fits your unique fitness goals and lifestyle right now in your life, you can take this quiz over on our website, and it's free, and we'll pair you up with some on-demand libraries that we recommend for you. Remember, exercise on-demand services change constantly, all the time. So if you sign up for something today or you were looking at something 6 months ago that looked really interesting and you didn't like what you saw at the time, or you tested it out and didn't like what you saw at the time, go back and revisit it. Not only will you be at a different place in your life and you may find that now it resonates with you. Maybe they have new instructors. Maybe they've changed up their workout style. Maybe they've added a program that you really, really like. But maybe they have fixed the problem that you didn't like in the first place, or they've really improved their platform, which is what's happening to most of the services that are sticking around and making it through the test of time, is that they're improving all the time. So keep that in mind. Keep an open mind. Don't be afraid to go back and revisit a membership that you signed up for in the past and cancel because it wasn't working for you. go back and check it out and see what they've got going on today. If you have any questions about exercise on demand services, finding the right on-demand library that fits you and your fitness goals, email us, help@onestrongsouthern girl.com. We would love to answer your questions, or better yet, ask a question in the comments below today's video. We'll answer it. And also, if you're watching this video, share in the comments, what is your favorite streaming workout service today and why? Why do you love it? Why do you recommend it to your friends? Thanks for being here. We will see you next time.